Oh, hello. How are you? You live here, I assume?
Yeah, I live here.
Where's Stacy? Does she stay here with you?
Yeah.
Can I talk to her? Can I see her real quick?
Don't look good.
That's all right. Let me go in there.
I don't want to go to jail. I'm telling you.
What are you gonna go to jail for?
Or the way she look.
Have you been doing anything to her?
Around 2:30 p.m. on November 28, 2023, Baldwin County deputies pull up to this home after a disturbing report about a woman supposedly living inside. But the moment they step through the doorway, nothing prepares them for the horror waiting behind one of the closed doors.
I mean, if you picture some old history pictures of like the concentration camps of the Jews and stuff, it's kind of what I'm seeing here, except it's in color and I've seen it with my two eyes.
I don't think this thing's been used in forever. Yeah?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, hello. How are you? You live here, I assume?
Yeah, I live here.
Okay, what's your name?
Baldwin.
Okay. Stacy, do you know where she's at?
Yeah, just wait till my husband gets here because I'm by myself.
Where's Stacy? Does she stay here with you?
Yeah.
Okay. Where is she at right now?
In front.
She is there? Can I talk to her? Can I see her real quick?
She don't talk to nobody.
Well, I just...
She won't even do nothing for me.
Well, can you show me where she's at? I just want to see her, put eyes on her and make sure she's okay.
She don't look good.
That's all right. Let me go in there.
I don't want to go to jail. I'm telling you.
What are you going to go to jail for?
Or the way she look.
Have you been doing anything to her?
Almost immediately, Bobby appears nervous and evasive, and when deputies demand to see her sister Stacy, the excuses she offers only deepen their unease.
Baldwin, roll me EMS, please. You okay?
What I need to
Severely malnourished lady. We have contact with her. The sister's here. Sweetheart, can you move the things away from the door so I can open it?
Ma'am, why is the door like that? Just so she can't.
Investigators continue digging. Cracks begin to form, and what they uncover next is far more disturbing than either of them expected.
How long has she been here with y'all?
Just, daddy died about a year ago.
Does she have a bathroom in that room that she's in?
No, we was trying to give her baths in everybody's bathroom, our bathroom.
How many bathrooms are in this house?
Just one.
Just one bathroom?
Because there was only one bathroom in the house, and its door was jammed, making it difficult to open, investigators began to consider a troubling possibility. Stacy may have been forced to use that same space repeatedly. If that was the case, it would only further explain how her condition deteriorated so severely inside that home.
Stacy, we're gonna take you to see a doctor, okay? What? Okay.
All right, sweetheart. What we do?
We're just gonna have to keep it.
Okay.
Okay.
Stacy, can you walk? Come here.
Can you
Let me
walk?
see your hands. Okay? We got you. We can do that.
Okay.
Hey,
Open the door.
open the door. Where's he at? Good. Come here, sweetheart.
All right. Take a seat right there.
Have a seat, sweetheart. Sit right here. Yeah, we're gonna get the kitty for you, okay? I know.
Let's go up with you, okay?
Scoot up.
Oh, my tongue.
Okay.
Oh, my tongue.
You scoot up.
Sheet that's on there, bro.
Oh, my tongue.
No, it's okay. There's nothing to be sorry about, okay?
Stacy is carefully carried out of the room and rushed for urgent treatment. Her condition critical after what she's endured. At the same time, authorities detain the couple on suspicion of abusing and neglecting her, separating them from the scene as the investigation begins to intensify.
Can you figure that out?
Feet first. I got a shoulder problem. Can I get these in front of me? I'm not gonna fight y'all.
40. You're in the closest vehicle.
Put your feet in there. I'm on the
41.
line.
Will you unlock your car so we can send her in here?
Can I at least take my shoes off?
Well, mine should be on one.
You want to take your shoes off?
Yeah, it just make me feel better.
If you want to.
Female's going in the back of your car for now.
As officers take in Stacy's condition, the weight of what they're seeing hits hard. So hard that for some it's almost too much to process.
I know it's no body cam, I just want to be able to ask.
The smell.
It's terrible. The safest way is to have it up.
The safest way is to carry it, and you need to be in check.
Can I go this way? Okay.
Pull it down just a hair. And start lowering the legs.
Let's get what this.
Hit the plus sign. All right. You got it? Yep, we're good.
As Stacy is taken for emergency treatment, detectives are left asking why she was kept there in the first place. The answer is more disturbing than anyone expects.
Tell me about this. I mean, I'm not sure where to begin, to be honest with you. I'm just asking
I don't know where to begin either myself.
Okay, how long have you lived at that house?
Well, we all used to live on Mount Pleasant Church Road,
Okay.
and then we moved over there. It's been, I'm trying to remember how long it's been. I know that my youngest was like not even 1 year old yet, so.
Okay.
And she's 8 now.
So she's 8. So 7 years ago was about the time that you all moved over there.
With my mom and daddy.
With your mom and dad.
They
Okay.
was alive.
Okay.
She don't know how to read. She don't know how to write. She don't know.
And this is Stacy.
Yes, she don't know how to give herself a bath.
Okay.
She can feed herself.
Okay.
Because I feed her every day. She can feed herself.
Okay. So is she able to communicate? She's able to talk to you? Okay.
She could talk, but some of her stuff, she had imaginary people that she talked to and all.
I got you. Yes, I got you.
It's one of them situations.
Okay.
The longer Bobby talks about her past, the clearer it becomes. Whatever happened between the sisters didn't fade with time. It hardened into something far more dangerous.
It's on her chest. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's feces, if it's food.
Yeah.
Now here's her hands, okay? Here's her fingernails.
Mm-hmm.
And all this, it's on her abdomen. You notice anything else about this picture? What's this right here? And that right there.
Bones.
Yeah.
Why is she so skinny? I feed her every day.
That's my point. Why is she so skinny if you're feeding her every day?
I am feeding her every day.
That's her pelvic girdle.
I don't know why she's that skinny.
There's bruising.
It hurts my feelings, but I feed her every day.
Down here, there's brown mass or something. I don't know if it's feces. I don't know if I can just tell you that it's not normal, whatever it is. These are her fingernails.
I tried cutting them before too.
Yeah,
She's crazy.
feces. So she's using the bathroom somewhere. Y'all didn't smell anything?
Well, it does smell a little bit.
Now here's the other side of her knee, all bruised up. So her body's breaking down. She's whatever. I mean, somebody wasn't going in that room and checking on her to make sure
I was.
that she was. You can't tell me. You can't convince me that you were in this room, going in her room, and looking in on her.
I stay with her every day and stuff.
But remember, you said you put her on a heater
Yes.
in one room, and she was in another room. And yes, the food might be missing, but you don't know what you did with it. It might be
I
still.
thought she was actually hungry and eating it.
Understand? So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Nobody was going in that room, in your dad's bedroom, in her room, and checking where she, you know, what the conditions were.
No, because I guess I'm scared of that.
These are all sores on her right hip area. If I had to describe that picture of her laying on her back on that hospital treatment bed, to me she looks like a breathing corpse. I've seen people who have died that are in better physical condition than she is. I'm trying to understand how and why she got in that condition if you all were her caregivers.
I didn't sign that paper saying I was a caregiver. I just said that I was trying to help take care of her. I didn't mean for her to look like that.
Understand.
I can't sit there and wait on her hand and foot like mom and daddy.
It's just, I mean, if you picture some old history pictures of, like the concentration camps of the Jews and stuff, it's kind of what I'm seeing here, except it's in color, and I've seen it with my two eyes, rather than through black and white photos. This is her hair all matted. We had to, I say we, the nursing staff, cut all this out. These are legs. One of the things that stands out to me is how big the kneecaps are and how skinny the lower part of the thigh is. I mean, it just, you know, she's got some abrasions on her feet, skin's peeling on her feet.
This all went downhill.
Yeah. So
I mean, it went downhill for me. It went downhill for my wife,
right.
sister-in-law, my kids.
So Bobby was the glue that held the family together. Makes you wonder how he did it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love my father-in-law the best.
What would he think? What would he think about now if he were to see it now?
He's pissed. Really pissed.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
But in saying that, you didn't make any of those phone calls to get somebody to take care of her. Instead, you let her deteriorate to the condition she's in now. And in our own conversation, you talked about how your dad loves her more than he loved you. And,
I should have made the phone
You
call,
know,
but I didn't. That's
yeah,
all I know. I'm sorry.
I got you.
I didn't make the phone call. I know I should have,
So how do we fix this?
because I love her. I really do love my sister. There ain't nothing like that against her because Daddy loved her more and all.
Well, I'll throw this out there to you.
Well, Mom and Daddy's gone now.
If you love her as you say you do, that's a strange way to show you love her. You know what I mean? Can you agree with that?
Yes, sir. I said, you know.
I mean, saying the words is one thing. I loved my mother, and I still do. And as my mom was deteriorating in her life, you can ask my boss out here, I ran home several times. And her check, that things are so tight.
I said time and time again, I don't want her check. Take your name off her check. Let's get somebody to help her. I told her that repeatedly.
You told that to
Because
your
I
wife?
knew this day was going to come.
Right. What did she say? What did your wife say when you said that to her?
She said, I know we need to, but we never did.
Just never
Because
followed
I was
up with it.
always tied up at work. Always tied up in hospitals, doctor's office, the kids at school, myself.
Right.
Just never had time to do nothing.
32-year-old woman in a 5-year-old body. She really doesn't know I need to eat. She really doesn't know
I guess the
I
point
need to go to
is,
the bathroom.
I signed up for more than I can handle. Because
that's it.
my husband's trying to help, but you know, like I said, he works.
Mhm.
And I'm trying to take care of the kids, and they going to school, and the school wants us to do this, do that. I mean, I really didn't have time for her. I guess that's what I'm saying. I'm sorry.
In January of 2024, a Baldwin County grand jury formally indicts Bobby and Jerry Barber. The charges are severe. 2 counts of exploiting and intimidating a disabled adult or elder, 2 counts of neglect, and 1 count of false imprisonment. As of the recording of this video, sentencing details have not been released, and there have been no public updates on Stacy or the couple's children.